Okay, so our first deck here is going to be Selesnya Explore. So really what we're trying to do is, of course, explore and explore a bunch. So we got our Merfolk Branchwalker and Jadelight Rangers, our 8 Explore creatures with Wild Growth Walker is our big payoff for that, and our 4 Path of Discovery to make our creatures explore just a ton. So we're just going to go wide with the help of Tristani and March of the Multitudes as we stabilize a lot and just have a lot of creatures, go wide, go big with Exploring and Immortal Sun. And that's what we're going to try to do, is just kind of grind out the opponent by having better draw steps with all of this exploring. Just we're going to try to draw really good cards all the time. Hey, Corthian, it's going real well. Going real well. We are starting off the stream here. First deck of the day, Selesnya Explore. I haven't played this deck in a long time. I played this kind of towards the beginning of the format more. The big worry with this deck is facing off against Kali Honor Guard that stops your creatures from exploring, but there hasn't been just tons of Kali Honor Guard around these days. Hey, Skyloft! Getting the stream started off well with that resub for the 3rd month in a row. Welcome. Okay, gonna go ahead and play first and start off with a pretty reasonable looking hand. Hey, Kulua King. How's it going? Okay, turn 2, Llanowar Elf. I am going to go ahead and play that over the Wild Growth Walker, because then I want to play Path of Discovery next turn, and after Path of Discovery we can play Wild Growth Walker to be able to get the 3 life, get the counter on Wild Growth Walker, and so on, and kind of go from there. Looks like we're playing green-white tokens, huh? Sabuku Blood. Howdy. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday so far. I played my newly crafted Esper Chromium deck in ranked and won like 30% of the games. Ugh, that's not ideal. I just realized I don't have Deckmaster going with all this other stuff I have going here. Let's get Deckmaster going. Alright, Deckmaster should be working, as far as I can tell. Well, if the first Path of Discovery doesn't succeed, might as well have another one. So Skyloft was saying that the audio levels sound pretty good. What do y'all think? You know, Kulua King, Blood, Jeter, how's the music volume, my volume, the noises on Arena volume, and so on. Thanks, Jason. Stop taking my Path of Discoveries. Rude. Cool. New Brex says all square. Mike says I went 13-0 in Platinum yesterday before crashing and burning for 3 leagues. Had to turn it off. Hey, still. 13-0 is awesome. It's not a creature. Path of Discovery is really good. I guess I just graveyard. Thing is, if they have like another Conclave Tribunal for this Path of Discovery, I'm going to want it. But I also kind of want some creatures. Because this kind of matchup they don't usually kill our creatures too much, so the find part of Find Finality isn't going to be used as much. Yeah, they had another Conclave Tribunal. Kind of wish I would have kept that Path of Discovery. Okay. Well, that's not so bad. And I don't need to cast Finality yet. I'll take the middle one. Give us that back.
Our kinship ensures our victory. You are capable.
Well, Johnny's probably going
going
to force our hand of casting this Finality soon, just to clear out their blockers to be able to attack a Johnny. So with the -4/-4, Wild Growth Walker will only be 1 power to attack a Johnny. If I cast Branch Walker, I guess. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast Branch Walker. If we hit a spell, Branch Walker will turn into a 4/3. Okay, well, we gotta land. Alright, so they know about Finality.
Peace remains an option.
But we have 2 Finalities, so don't mind using the one next turn. Hey, Fatal Sensation, what's up? I am recording the video for the first time ever with like separate audio tracks that I believe the music will not be recorded on the video if this works out like I believe it will. And so hopefully this is my first YouTube video. You know, try that with our decks today. Selesnya Explorer, Grixis Teferi, Hedonist Climb, and Naya Value. Alright, so we have March of the Multitudes. Oh well.
I will not back down.
Okay, no March of the Multitudes to get a hit on a Johnny. No Legends decks in the program. We played the Legends deck yesterday.
Deliver us to victory.
I like kind of switching it up. So maybe tomorrow, but I don't usually like playing the same deck 2 days in a row too much. I did have the first 2 of these decks. Or I guess.
I'm becoming irritated.
Yeah, Hedonist Stompy we played yesterday, but it went awesome. It was our first day playing it, so I want to try that one again. But Selesnya Explorer and Grixis Teferi I kind of had planned for yesterday. It just didn't work out. We didn't get to play them. Hey, Green Dude, what's up? Ooh, that's what we want. So many triggers with Path of Discovery. So we just get 3 Explorers there with J-Light Ranger. That's why it gets the 3 counters, so we gain 9 life. And put 3 counters on Wild Growth Walker as well. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Hedonist Stompy again. Okay, so we're playing against tokens. The Find Finalities were awesome. Good thing we have those 2. Guess we want Knight of Autumns to destroy their enchantments. They're probably a Takali Honor Guard deck, I would assume. So I'm going to put all these Baffling Ends in to try to exile Takali Honor Guard. Yeah, we'll see about that Skyloft. I don't know if I really need a special YouTube greeting. That's not really my style too much. But we'll see if something kind of develops. I guess I want Conclave Tribunal also, even though I expect them to have their own either Knight of Autumns or Disenchant effects. What don't I want? I just dig out 7 cards, and I kind of like all the cards. I like Immortal Sun. Guess I'll take out a couple Druid of the Cowl. And I certainly want my own March of the Multitudes in this kind of matchup. I'm just going to take out... What am I going to take out with all this stuff? Guess I'm cutting 1 Path of Discovery, 1 Immortal Sun, and some Wild Growth Walkers, because I got to cut something really quick. Because we're about to run out of time. The Wild Growth Walkers, of course, are the best when we are able to explore, if they have like an Honor Guard in play. And we can't, then it's not going to be as good. Well, I'm not convinced I sideboarded perfectly there. I don't think I did, but thankfully we have still have a very strong hand, and our opponents have 5 cards. So they're on a mold of 5, and we have a strong card with our path, like a Path of Discovery and an Immortal Sun, Tristani. What do you mean, Fatal Sensation? I'm not sure. I don't understand your question. Make videos about cards and send them to wizards. I don't think I really need to Conclave Tribunal the Amaro. Let's get Path of Discovery in play. I would like to play Tristani next turn if possible. Gross. Let's try again. Okay, you want to make videos about a card that you think you should
It is
be banned
good to
and
see
send
you,
it to
my
wizards.
friend. See in yourself what I see.
I mean, besides just sending it to them on Twitter or something like that, that's about all I would know of to do there. I'm not sure. Panagio, hello. Welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna keep March of the Multitudes. I like keeping it on top also just because it'll make sure to get these tokens some counters. Because, yeah, next turn we could potentially march for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. March for 6, and then they all get the buff from Tristani and the Path of Discovery.
Strength is born of struggle.
Of course, I have to worry about that Ajani, so we may just have to play the Immortal Sun next turn to keep that Ajani from activating. Looks like they are holding up March of the Multitudes themselves. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they're going to March of the Multitudes themselves. kind of a tough call of what to do here. If I play the Immortal Sun, if they end step March of the Multitudes, and then like they untap and flourish. I guess they can't flourish. They could play like their own Tristani. They have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new creatures. Like if I play Immortal Sun, I may be kind of dead. I guess I won't be super dead. Be a little dead. It's probably safer just to get multiple creatures on the battlefield. Alright, final answer. They're going to make them have those two, like, you know, March of the Multitudes plus something else. I'm going to make them have that. Alright, good. No March. Yeah, we got enough lifelink. Yeah, I was kind of considering like if they would have like marched and then like had Conclave Tribunal or something and got rid of Tristani, if this was like, you know, these creatures were smaller, if it would still be enough kind of thing. And yeah, it will be. Alright, well, they're certainly going to look for some way to get this Immortal Sun off the battlefield. Start with Branchwalker. See what happens. So we can march for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's probably going to be good enough. Hey, Ice Lollipops. Hello. Yeah, that Vivian. Pretty sad. Pretty sad Vivian just coming into play, not doing anything. Alright, what's your last card, opponent? Oh, another Ajani. So my opponent mulled the 5 and then had 3 Planeswalkers that are getting shut down. Side. Yeah, they know about the March here. They're just going to make some very large creatures thanks to Tristani, Immortal Sun, and Path of Discovery. Alright, starting off with a win. Very nice. Kazarin, GG. Yeah, sorry about that Mold 5, that third game, and then just Mold 5 had 3 Planeswalkers all being shut down by the Immortal Sun. Did you have Tikali Honor Guards in your deck? I think token decks play Tikali Honor Guard, but you know, you do have Knight of Autumn. Okay, so no Tikali Honor Guards? Okay. That was a card I was worried about with sideboarding, so I had 4 Baffling End in the deck. Well, hopefully they do not have the Lava Coil right away. No Lava Coil, no Lava Coil. Don't do it. Oh, okay. Not a Lava Coil. A Thaumatic Compass. Makes a rare appearance. So is this... Is our opponent going, like, you know, big with, like, Mirari Conjecture? I want lands. That card's good, but I still just want lands. Yeah, so is our opponent going big with like Mirari Conjecture, Star of Extinction, that kind of stuff? Yeah, I mean, I think it's still Selesnya, because That's the only... I just have a few black sources just to be able to cast the other end of Finality if needed. But this is really just a Selesnya deck. Hey, Chris. Yeah, we're streaming this weekend. We got 4 sweet decks on tap for today, and I think I got the recording stuff figured out where I have like multiple audio tracks happening right now. And yeah, that's what I think. This may be a haphazard bombardment deck. Oh no. Okay, so this is probably Grixis Conjecture. Yeah, this is Grixis Conjecture. And graveyard there. Want to find lands and get towards this Immortal Sun. Okay, well, I guess we don't have to worry about a Star of Extinction the next turn. And this will hopefully be my first video up on YouTube. Is the stream today? I'm gonna try. No, I wouldn't say that mono-colored decks are better than two-colored in general. In general, you're gonna have more power with two-color decks because you have just more selection of cards to choose from. The mana base of single-color decks will be better. So absolutely bring in Knight of Autumn. Besides that, I'm not really sure what else, if anything, to do. Guess I maybe want another Conclave Tribunal. So we'd only cast Find for the Find mode. I'm not sure if that's really necessary in our deck, honestly. For this matchup. Like, even though like some creatures can die to like some sweepers, I don't know if we really need to get them back or just kind of draw more things. I think I want like Path, Immortal Sun. I guess March of the Multitudes isn't usually as good against decks that kill your things, actually. I'll just take out March of the Multitudes. That's what we'll do. Yeah, I'll just keep finding. I'll just take out March of the Multitudes because against decks with like sweepers, that's not really where you want March of the Multitudes to be. Yeah, you do have to make some quick decisions in the 2 minutes from sideboarding here. I'm a bit new to MTG and Arena. What is the best way to go about collecting cards such that I can build more feasible decks than the standard ones provided? The best thing to... Why Plains over Temple Gardens? I think that there are Temple Gardens in the deck. I think like the lands get cut off towards the end, but Temple Gardens have, you know, start with a T, so they're in the deck. They're just towards the bottom of the deck list. Probably can't hear it or can't see them. But the best way to build your collection on Arena is through Limited. And that's drafting and playing Sealed. It's also just a good way to get better at Magic. So I recommend saving your gold each day and using the gold when you get 5,000 gold, using that on a draft and building from there. That's the best use of your gold on Arena. Okay, so I'm going to go with another Walker and Branch Walker now. Yeah, buying booster packs is fine. You get wild cards faster that way. You don't build your collection as fast. And honestly, just drafting and playing Sealed is just a really good way to get better at Magic. Nicol Bolas is not really exactly what I was expecting as far as what we'd see from our opponent. Thankfully, they're not anywhere near transforming Nicol Bolas yet. Let's keep the Forest in hand to discard to Eldritch Reborn. Because just in case they kill Tristani, I'm going to want another Tristani. Because if they get any of our things back, we get to keep them. Well, I can attack for lethal here. Right, they block a Wild Growth Walker. They would take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they have to have a shock. It's a little risky attacking Tristani into Nicol Bolas. Yeah, but I thought it was unlikely they'd have a shock. Only one card in hand. All right. Question: are you hyped for the coming expansion? Yeah. I mean, new sets are always just so much fun. Like, that's one of the best things in Magic, is getting new cards. It's always just so much fun. And I'm going to be playing a lot of limited, drafting and sealed whenever Ravnica Allegiance comes on Arena on January 17th to build the collection up. So Kalu King says, I tried the draft method, but losing out on the wild cards was too much, especially now with the new set coming. Those wild cards are going to be needed. Okay. Yeah, like you still get the wild cards from the packs you win. And of course, whenever you do kind of decent in draft, and you can get basically your entry fee back, and then also all the stuff you open and the prizes you win, it's worth it by a lot. But that being said, if you're not doing too good in draft, and if you don't want to spend the time on it, and you just want the wild cards, that's completely respectable. That's not a bad idea. Fatal Sensation says that they are saving up all their gold from the quests to buy a lot of packs of the next set whenever it comes out. That's a pretty good one. Alright, so I'm going to wait on Wild Growth Walker here. So looks like we're playing against Rakdos Burn. So I'm going to play Path of Discovery first, and then I'm going to get Wild Growth Walker on the battlefield after that, where I can immediately gain 3 life and put a count. Like, I'll be immediately gain 3 life with it. I don't want to just play Wild Growth Walker and have it get lightning stricken, like what would have happened that last turn. So let's get Path of Discovery into play first. And then next turn I can play Wild Growth Walker and explore. Hey, Brick Owl. Thanks for stopping by. Actually, I'm going to just go ahead and play Tristani first. Because I do think if I play Wild Growth Walker, even just like with triggers on the stack, it'll get bolted. Because I could go like Wild Growth Walker trigger on this, like next turn. I can go Wild Growth Walker trigger on the stack, even if it gets bolted. We march to the multitudes. And plus we have some lifelingers out. So our opponent kind of needs to kill us this turn from 10. Which maybe means I should have just let them draw 3 cards. Is it possible to kill us from 10 with 5 mana? I don't know if it is. Okay, I don't think it is. Looks like the opponent doesn't think so, at least. Alright, so we get some Dawnbringers, Knight of Autumns. This seems like a pretty good matchup for us having lifelink. I've played a good amount of Rakdos Burn in my day. We played it the other day on stream, and just decks with lifelink is such a problem. Don't really need Tribunal. I could play Baffling End. I'm not even sure if that's necessary. Would I rather have Find or Baffling End? I think that's my last two slots. I'm either playing Finds or Baffling Ends. I guess I'll play a couple Baffling End. They can have like the 0-4 that hits us a bunch. Electrostatic Field. They could be playing Gutter Snippers too. Oh yeah, that could have got it done. Yeah, you're right. That's certainly an option if they had Viashino Pyromancer plus triple Wizard's Lightning. That's a tall order. So worth playing the Wildgrowth Walker yet? Probably not. J-Light Ranger is a good play next turn. And we again get game one and then face an opponent who is mulliganing down to 5 yet again. Been kind of convenient for us. Not only is this a good matchup, but our opponent's mulliganing down to 5. And our hand is stacked. No, Siren Stormtamer cannot counter Ritual of Sits. Ritual of Sit does not target you or a creature you control. So... nope, Stormtamer does not help stop it at all. Alright, let's get some lifelink creatures in here. I don't know what our opponent's going to do about this. Yeah, Deckmaster should be on. It looks like maybe Deckmaster is not working right now. It does have a red connected to the server thing. I'm closing it and restarting it and see if maybe Deckmaster is just not working right now, though. It's throughout the last couple weeks, it's had problems periodically. Okay, so it's just not working at the moment. Yeah. And of course, hey MTG Nerdgirl. I enjoyed your stream last night. So I got pretty big news. Not only are we 3-0, which is awesome, I am recording this, and if it goes well, I think I'm going to be able to put this up on YouTube. With like I think I'm recording it with a separate audio track that doesn't include the music that we're playing right now. So if this goes well, I think that this could be the first video up on YouTube, potentially. So we're going to be going Druid of the Cowl on turn 2 to work towards Path of Discovery before we play our other creatures. We always want Path of Discovery in play as soon as possible, like before the creatures, because then it'll get us the most value possible. Oh yeah, Chris. Yeah, I was waiting to see how the stream would work and everything. Yeah, I'll still figure that out. You know, I've been working on getting the YouTube stuff going right now. So, but we'll see. So Selesnya tokens again. That's probably good for us, especially with having Finality in our hand. We need a black mana source, of course, for Finality. Hey, there's a black mana source. I was going to say we're going to be doing a lot of exploring, though. And let's start with the Jade Light Ranger. I would like to keep that. So not only are we going to have Immortal Sun next turn, but Jade Light Ranger is a 5/4, so I could potentially cast Finality and keep Jade Light Ranger alive, which is pretty nice. Feature. Howdy. I wonder if I need to cast Finality this turn. I don't want... I would like to cast Immortal Sun, but if I cast Immortal Sun and they have removal spell for Jade Light Ranger, I'm looking at taking 4, 8, 12, 14 damage, and I'm at 18. So it's not going to kill me. So I think we can risk it. The good part about having Immortal Sun in play first, not only do we get another token with this history, but the good thing is I can put the counters on the Druid and keep it alive, and Jade Light will stay alive, so I can have both of these creatures stay alive. So I either go to 1 or I go to 3. There's not a huge difference between 1 and 3, I don't think. So I'll just go to 1. Keep Jade Light around. Oh, right. It costs less mana. So I tapped 1 extra. That's a fine card. One life is all you need. More life would be wasteful. That's a good point. That's all we need is just the 1 life. Now we got March of the Multitudes. Should make us a lot of big creatures. The main question is... Ooh, I want that card. The main question is how much I want to attack here. For... I could just not attack. So they could have... They could have, like... Alright, there we go. I like not attacking here because then we're just going to have March for 5 and make all 3/3s. We're just going to make 5 3/3s that are all lifelink. Oh, I could have done 6. Right. It costs 1 mana less. Whatever. Whatever, we're still going to win the game. Yeah. Well, opponent didn't know about that March, so they were thinking maybe they could get that one damage in somehow. Okay, so our last opponent... Why not wait on Wild Growth? Because we're just going to kill them. Like they were just dead. Wild Growth would have gained some more life for us, but they were dead. Our last opponent did not have Takali Honor Guard. The played tokens. I mean, we were still gonna, yeah, like those were all life. They were gonna be, we were gonna have 15 power of lifelink. We were attacking the next turn. Like I was just about to attack for 15 lifelink, and then we're gonna play Walker and gain another 3. So, yeah. So we want these. I think sometimes they play Settle. I think sometimes they play Takali Honor Guard. And those are the cards that I would be a little worried about. They wouldn't have Settle in the main deck, though. I guess I should just be prepared against Takali Honor Guard just in case. And I'll just take out Wild Growth Walker and a Path of Discovery and the Druid of the Cowls. Guess we're doing that. I don't know. Worked out last time for us. So we'll try it again. So the question is, what do you enjoy so much about green-white? I like the gameplay that green-white decks typically promote. I think it's good gameplay where both players get to play, and they're good close games. I probably should not have kept this hand. It's kind of kept like the 5 lands, but this is probably just too slow of a hand. Stork says, "Hey Todd, I am playing a PPTQ tomorrow. Which deck is best option in your opinion?" Playing a standard one. I think you definitely cannot go wrong with Golgari midrange, or is it Drake's? Definitely like both those decks, especially Golgari midrange. Like I think Golgari midrange is the best deck in the format. So that's the one I would recommend the most. But Is It Drake's is also a very good one. Nice, good to hear, Drew Wizzle. Yeah, I should not have kept this hand. Should not have kept this hand. Okay, learned my lesson. Don't keep on the draw. You don't do anything until turn 5. Don't keep it. I think I'm going to not prepare so much for Takali Honor Guard. Hope we don't see it. Yeah, it's definitely pretty good. Golgari Graveyard, that is. It's very good against control decks. This is a more reasonable hand. We have Llanowar Elf and then Jade Light Ranger. Definitely more reasonable. It is a shocking hand, though. Like, we're going to be taking some damage here. Yeah, Deckmaster is not working. CCN. Good evening. Alright, we're doing the same turn we had last. We're repeating our turn over again. Do we do it yet again? Yeah. Just get another 4-3. These are attacking our opponent pretty hard. I'll just attack in there. If the J-Light Ranger trades for half a history and half a Saproling Migration, I'd accept that. And then we can have the Immortal Sun next turn. Time to find out how good J-Light is. We've always been wondering. I will absolutely trade these two. Nice, before they get the bump from History Benalia. This could be a settle, I suppose. Suppose this could be a settle. I mean, March for like 4 isn't really anything. This is kind of likely a settle. Okay, it is a March for 4. I think Rakdos Burn is an okay choice, but not an amazing one. Oh no! Really wanted that Immortal Sun. It's just not. It's not like a great deck, but it's just like kind of like an average deck. But it's pretty fun to play, and it is usually pretty good in red mirrors. If you're facing a lot of red decks, it is usually good against the other red decks. Hey, Dorky to Media. Good afternoon. If I shock, then I certainly telegraph that we have a March of the Multitudes. And I don't think we necessarily need to cast March of the Multitudes this instant. Like, you know, we can march here, but then, like, where does that really get us? Kind of thing. I think I can just wait a little bit. Maybe get some more mana out. Some more creatures. Next turn we can have a lot bigger march. Let's take one of these things. Knight of Autumn is also a knight, but whenever Knight of Autumn gets pumped, it's fine. I don't really care about them blowing up a Baffling End. Knight of Autumn would only be a 4/2. So like a 2/1 Branchwalker would still trade with it. Are they like Conclave Tribunaling? Yeah, Chris, I was just talking about that. I've been just, yeah, they are Tribunaling. Been just busy working on getting YouTube channel and stuff set up right now. I'm not... Oh, double Tribunal. not sure if, like, how much and or if I do want an overlay or what to do with it. So we have 5, 6, 7 that we can activate for this March of the Multitudes. So we have, what, 2 go in front of here, 2 in front of here. One. And that means we're taking 4, 8, 11, 13, and we're gaining 7. Hey, Big Koala. That's a good one. I guess it's we're still, are we taking lethal? We're still taking lethal. I think it's trample. Oh, they had another removal spell anyway. Ugh. Well, dang. We got the first game pretty easily, and then I kept a really bad hand there the second game. Got pretty punished for keeping that hand, because then we lost a close one in the third game where drew a few too many lands. We had so we started with the 3 Jade Light Rangers, and the Jade Lights just kind of got more Jade Lights instead of getting all those lands off the top, and then we started drawing all those lands afterwards. The 2 Knight of Autumns were pretty clutch for the opponent. I don't think I can just like take all of my art, like my enchantments out and try to blank their Knight of Autumns. They just had Knight of Autumns and I didn't. The Knight of Autumns were so good. Killing that Ixalan's Binding was pretty great. Yeah, one of the Jade Lights did draw me the 2 lands, because it was that 2/1. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of seemed like they just had so many more cards than we did. Like, they still had like the multiple tribunals. Yeah, it was the double Knight of Autumn, destroying my 6-mana Ixalan's Binding, and then destroying the Baffling Hand, giving them a 3/3. That was quite rough. It's just Selesnya. There are 6 black sources in the deck to cast the second half of Finality, if that comes up. But it's not really Abzan. That's the only thing that's black in the deck, is just like the other Finalities. Yeah, the deck list, you can find the deck list right now. There are, like, that's where this specific deck list are, or Dorky Dad Media did ! Decks. Where the deck lists are on Stream Decker there. That's where you can find all the decks. Hey, Flying Ling. Happy Saturday. So I would like to cast Finality next turn, I believe. So I don't really want a Deeproot Elite to get bigger than a 4/4. So if they go Adept plus Adept, I don't want them... I guess this could only... Or, no, they get 2 triggers from these. Yeah, these will each get a trigger. So I hope they don't just make one super big deep root elite. Yeah, this deck is pretty fun. I think I could have won that last game. Usually when games are close like that and pretty long, there's turns that you could have done something different. Yeah, this... No, I didn't make this kind of deck. This deck has been around since basically since the beginning of the format. The specific 75 that we're playing I put together, but this is a deck that was popular by some people at the Pro Tour. The other three decks I made Naya Value and Hedona Stompy, and Grixis Teferi was a donation deck from a few months ago that I continued to tune. Yeah, Deckmaster is broken today, unfortunately. Our graveyard's a little messed up. Seafloor Oracle. Whenever a merfolk you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Hey, Dorky Dad Media, thanks for the cheers. Going to head out. Well, have a great Saturday. Thank you so much for the bits. You are a rock star. Thank you so much. Very kind. All right, Branch Walker. Get that counter on Wild Growth Walker for me. And thanks, Dash Assault, getting the emote hype in there. Thank you so much. I like that. And I'm going to sit back with Wild Growth Walker because of Seafloor Oracle. Okay, well. Looks like they'll be able to draw a couple cards. I was going to just march for one there. So they'll get to draw 2 cards. Pretty decent card. Well, they're not doing too bad right now. Let's see. So we can march for 4. Maybe just march for 3. I'm going to just march for 3 instead of 4. And keep the Wild Growth Walker untapped. I guess I have Memorial to Glory also, though. I could have just done that. But I like just being able to trade with both of these. Block there. Just block everything. Basically trade 1 for 3. Trading our 1 March of Multitudes for their 3 creatures. And they don't get to draw any cards. And I don't think I need to Conclave Tribunal the Seafloor Oracle. Not yet. I kind of like incentivizing them to attack. Yeah, I didn't think they would realize what we have going on there with the Memorial to Glory. Okay. They're done. Even though I didn't really have anything. Let's get some Dawnbringers in here. Do I want to... Yeah, Kumena is like their biggest threat. That's the card that I would want to Tribunal. Or if they would have like more creatures, and Seafloor Oracle would have been more threatening. Yeah, we'll have Dawnbringer instead of Immortal Sun. Do I want Baffling Ends? Do I need Baffling Ends? I may not. Yeah, Oracle costs 4. It won't be able to get Baffling Ended, but the things, their 2-mana Lords that we got to sweep up with Finality, those would certainly be cards I'd want to Baffling End. I think Baffling End's probably better than Tribunal. Yeah, I'll play them, and I'm going to cut a Path of Discovery and a Druid. No, I kind of like Druid. Yeah, I can cut a Druid. Okay. I don't think they have enchantments that I need to worry about for Night of Autumn. Alright, we learned our lesson, not to keep a hand that doesn't do anything until turn 5. This is certainly more reasonable. Yeah, I think it's deep root water. Something like that, whatever the name of that card is. The Metallic Mimic. Maybe they'll play it here. The one in a green creature they played last time, I think it's like deep root something. River Snake. Sneak, 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 sneak. I guess I just Baffling on that thing. That card's unblockable and gets pretty big. Deep Root Elite. There you go. That's the card that's Baffling on target, and so is River Sneak. Yeah, we'll just get that thing out of here. Okay. Our opponent's all in on that River Sneak, I guess. Well, that wasn't too difficult of a match. And we are 4-1 now. Hey, we've got our second sub of the day. Tuck Neck Forever. Forever. Thanks, Tuck. Second sub of the day. I get some hype. There's our third sub of the day. Teferi. Hey. We're going to play Teferi up next. I should get some more hype votes. Thanks for the support, everybody. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Tuck says, I've watched you for quite a long time. I think I owe you at least this. Well, thank you so much, Tuck. Glad you have been here and enjoying the stream. Oh, yeah, we got the final boss. Final boss, Colt. Because at 4-1, it's the final boss. Because if you lose, you're done. You win. You get the 5 win. Yeah, I don't know what that opponent had there that last time. Goblin Motivator? I don't think I've ever seen this card before. So 1 mana, 1/1, target creature gains haste until end of turn. Sure. Just gonna get rid of the Steamkin. Steamkin's super scary. Would love to draw another land to get this Path of Discovery in play before our follow-up Wild Growth Walker. Cool, same here. Long-time viewer since you went all in and streaming. Good content. I like the fringe decks you try. Well, thanks, Teferi. Thank y'all. Alright, we got our land. Another challenger. So our walker's not dead, and we're about to play another walker. This looks very good for us with having Path of Discovery in play. We draw a cheap creature. Well, that's kind of like a cheap creature. Yeah, this looks like red-white mentor-ish. It's consideration of just putting that in my graveyard because I have the find. We can get stuff back. Don't really know what the point of this attack is. Like, I don't know if it's spending 4 mana and sacrificing a Boros Challenger to deal 3 damage doesn't seem like that's worth it to me. But I don't think they can beat double Wild Growth Walker Path of Discovery anyway. They're just kind of dead. All right, Wild Growth Walker Path of Discovery, pretty good. Pretty good. Let's definitely get all these Baffling Ends in here in case, you know, not only are they like a cheap creature deck where we want the removal, but they, you know, theoretically could have Tocatli Honor Guard as well. I don't know if Knight of Autumn just gain 4 life is something I really want to do with my life. Maybe just this. I kind of feel like the games I lose are not going to be... Like, March of the Multitudes is not going to be able to cast. But oh well. I'll play 1 Druid of the Cowl to March of the Multitudes. Yeah, I've been playing MTG basically since World Wake. I played a little bit whenever I was a kid, but I don't know if that really counts. But yeah, I was playing like Magic Online a whole lot since World Wake, which is a while ago now. 7, 8 years, 9 years, something like that. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of the Boros Challenger here. I don't like. I could play Merfolk Branchwalker. Like, let's say I play Branchwalker, get a land. It's a 2/1. They get to attack and mentor onto their Lava Runner, and that's not something thrilling. Now it's a little tougher spot. I can do the exact same thing, or I can play the Branchwalker to try to work towards a land. So then we have these things. I think I'm just gonna do the same thing. Don't really want this mentor thing to happen. No, I never have tried a Tendershoot Dryad in this deck. It would be pretty nutty with Path of Discovery. And Wild Growth Walker. Yeah, they already got four turns of that 20-turn clock. Graveyard. Graveyard. Well, I guess we're not going to cast the Find Finality this game. We have 2. They're both in the graveyard. Sure. Yeah, that's probably true. Tender Shoot does dry, or does die. Not dry, does die very easily. I'm not going to cast Path of Discovery. I'm going to just try to get to the 5th land. Ugh. Well then. So I guess next turn, I cast Path of Discovery, and then the following turn, I have Midnight Reaper. Or sorry, I have Wild Growth Walker. I don't know why I said Midnight Reaper. Ooh. I was not expecting that. I was expecting them just to... I'm not expecting Integrity Intervention. I like that card a lot. I think this is a really strong card. But I was expecting them just to, like, deal 1 to Branch Walker and then shoot it with Firebrand. Yeah, Deckmaster's down. Earthwalker is kind of busted. Like, I should probably be playing Dawnbringer or Tristani, realistically. My opponent's going through and reading the cards. Yeah, out of Lava Coil range. Of course, like, they have, like, Firebrands, right? So, like, they could like, shoot it twice with Firebrands and then, like, Lightning Strike it or something like that. So they have another Integrity Intervention. It's just, like, I don't have to be I just don't have to be worried about. Yeah, they have another Integrity Intervention. Like, I can just make them use a lot of resources and mana here. Like, look what we have in hand. I just don't really. They don't really have a chance of winning this game. Opponent keeps highlighting between Walker and Path. Like, what the heck? This is illegal? Yeah. And unfortunately, our opponent was just stuck on 2 lands there also. That's kind of unfortunate for them. They put up a good fight for only having 2 mana that whole time. Okay. So, first deck. Getting to 5 wins. Okay. Hey, good games. All right, let's see. We got 2 mythics and a rare. What are we getting? We got our 2100 gold. Nice run. Death Baron. Oh, I already have 4 of these. Yeah, because I made that zombie deck that one time. That's a cool card, though. I like it. And Scape Shift. I certainly need more Scape Shifts, so that's a good one. And Aurelia. Aurelia. Alright, so yeah, that was Selesnya Explorer. There was, you know, like the game that I think I messed up, like our loss with this deck was me keeping a really bad hand the game 2, and then I think I probably could have won the game 3. It was a close, longer game that I think I could have won. But it felt pretty good. I would just run this back, run this again. We did play against a few aggro decks, which is certainly what, you know, a good thing for us to face. We didn't really face, like, Is It Drakes, which I wonder if we'd have enough interaction for Is It Drakes. I have, like, Harpooners in the sideboard for that matchup, and we have a few Conclave Tribunals. That'd be one I'd be a little worried about. But this deck felt pretty good. So, yeah, I think this is a good best of 1 deck. Honestly, I think this is quite a good best of 1 deck, because you are real good against like the aggro decks with your Wild Growth Walker and these things, and you have Tristani. I think this is a good best of 1 deck. And you can even, You can even tune it away from March of the Multitudes and Immortal Sun if you want. And instead of like these two cards, you could have like Shalai and Lyra Dawnbringer instead if there's just lots and lots of aggro. But okay. So that's going to be the end of this recording for my YouTube video. So I'm about to hit the stop recording button. So thanks for watching on there. Hope you watch the next video also, or another.